SS8 CG1. Describe the foundations of Georgia's government. Element A. Explain the basic structure of the Georgia state government, preamble, Bill of Rights, articles, and amendments, as well as its relationship to the United States Constitution. Our learning target: I will explain the structure of Georgia's Constitution and how it compares to the U.S. Constitution. Georgia's Constitution outlines the rights and responsibilities of the citizens and sets guidelines for people who govern the state. Georgia has had 10 state constitutions since 1777. The most recent constitution was adopted in 1983. This was the largest rewrite since the Constitution of 1777. The basic structure of the Constitution includes the preamble, Bill of Rights, 11 articles, and amendments. The preamble is as follows: to perpetuate the principles of free government, ensure justice to all, preserve peace, promote the interest and happiness of the citizens and of the family, and transmit to prosperity the enjoyment of liberty, we the people of Georgia, relying upon the protection and guidance of Almighty God, do ordain and establish this Constitution. It gives the purposes and principles for which the Georgia Constitution stands. The Bill of Rights is in Article 1 and states certain rights that Georgia citizens have, and states the government will only interfere if needed. There are 11 articles that give rights, rules, regulations, and procedures for both the citizens and the state's government. The 11 articles are: Article 1, the Bill of Rights; Article 2, voting and elections; Article 3, legislative branch; Article 4, constitutional boards and commissions; Article 5, executive branch; Article 6, judicial branch; Article 7, taxation and finance; Article 8, education; Article 9, counties and municipal corporations; Article 10, amendments to the Constitution; Article 11, miscellaneous provisions. Article 10, amendments to the Constitution, outlines how many amendments can be added to the Constitution. Amendments can be added by the General Assembly or the State Constitutional Convention. Georgia's Constitution must follow the U.S. Constitution. The federal government does allow the states to make laws as long as they follow the U.S. Constitution. There are similarities between the Georgia Constitution and the U.S. Constitution. They include: each constitution contains a Bill of Rights. Each adopts the concept of separation of powers with specific legislative, executive, and judicial branches. Executive leaders have power to appoint officials and veto bills. The legislative branches, the U.S. Congress, and the Georgia General Assembly are bicameral, and each calls its two chambers the Senate and the House of Representatives. Both governments allow judicial review, the power of the courts to declare acts unconstitutional. The differences between the Georgia Constitution and the U.S. Constitution include: Georgia's Constitution is longer in length due to the specific detailed policies. Georgia voters must approve any amendments to the Constitution, while there is no comparable role for amending the U.S. Constitution. Georgia's Constitution requires that the state maintain a balanced budget. The U.S. Constitution does not place that limitation on the federal government. According to the Georgia Constitution, the Georgia governor has line item veto power. He can cut a specific item in a spending bill, while the U.S. president does not have the same power. Georgia elects almost all of its judges on non-party ballots, while the president nominates judges for Senate approval. Legislators, both senators and representatives in Georgia, serve 2-year terms, while at the national level, representatives serve a 2-year term and senators serve a 6-year term. The Georgia governor does not function with a cabinet of advisors, as does the president. The Georgia Constitution provides detailed information regarding how local governments should function. The U.S. Constitution does not mention local governments.